we got for you. What is my future finance court date? Going through a tough time. I'm just going to do a general reading for you, Lorna, because I think you've asked a couple questions there. And I just feel like at the moment, if I could just give you a bit of an overview, I feel like Spirit will, interject and let us know what you need to know. Okay. I'm just shuffling. Okay. Okay, and your card is the, okay, I'm just actually going to need to pull a couple so I can get a picture here. Okay. So number one of the things that they're talking about is that you're going through a lot of emotions at the moment, which makes sense, right? But what's really important is that you go with the flow, okay? It's very important that when things are not working and we're going through difficult times, that we do whatever we can to feel better in this moment, okay? So whether that's listening to good music, watching a comedy, going outside, getting some exercise, anything like that. What we tend to do sometimes is when we're not feeling good, and I'm not saying you're doing this, but it's for anyone watching as well. When we're not feeling good, we sometimes tend to reinforce that emotion, right? Like, oh, I'm sad. I'm going to listen to sad music, or I'm going to watch sad movies, or I'm going to tell people how sad I am, right? That's just like a natural human thing. We all do it. But it's important that if you want to create change and if you want to create a different feeling and a different flow with the universe, that you have to do something different to break yourself out of that feeling, okay? So that's why right now it's important to see whenever possible what you can do to make yourself feel a little bit better in this one moment. They're showing me the magic stream here, and this card is number 18, which is a 9, and 9 is really the end. It's the culmination of a difficult thing. It's at the end of a cycle, the end of a particular situation, and then really what happens with an end is we get into a new beginning. Now, because I can see that there's a crane here as well. Cranes for me are all about elegance. It's all about wisdom. And also because there's the element of water, it's a lot about, I feel like, you rising above, you being the bigger person, you just kind of going, you know what? I'm just not going to let that stuff bother me. I'm going to focus on the things that I can focus on right now. So in relation to the court date, for example, it's like, get your ducks in a row, get all the paperwork you need to do, leave it with the people who are dealing with it. And then whenever possible, don't think about it. And if you are thinking about it, I always say things like, let it be for the highest good of all concerned, or I'm going to send love and light to the situation, or whatever positive energy you can, even if you feel like, what? I don't want to send positive. You want to send positive energy for the best outcome for all of concern. It's my opinion, right? Because sometimes, there are things that are happening behind the scenes in life in general with the universe that we're not aware of. And when we say things like for the highest good of all concerned, it really ensures that everybody is getting what, is right for them. Okay. One of the things that they're talking about is how you're really powerful. You're a magical shapeshifter. And that's what this card is saying. You're a magical shapeshifter. Okay. We've got card number 52 here, and 5 + 2 is a 7. And 7 is all about connecting to higher source. It's about connecting with our inner purpose, with our higher power. I feel like you really are a powerful magician. So they're reminding you of that. They're reminding you that when you say you're going through a difficult time, that you are going to go through that. So whenever possible, see if you can start to focus on all the things that you're appreciating and see whether or not that can really change the way that things are happening for you. Okay. One of the things that they're also showing me here is the follow the leader card. And this is number 40, and 4 + 0 is a 4. And 4 is a lot about, for me, it's a lot about goal setting. It's a lot about putting a plan into motion in an orderly fashion. And it's also about communication. So I feel like for you, if we were to liken this to the court stuff, it's really a lot about making sure that all your ducks are in a row. Make sure you're communicating in the way that you need to, getting advice if you need to, that kind of stuff. One of the things that they're also telling me is that if you are looking to do something, see whether or not someone has done it before and see if you can mimic their their way. It's not copying, it's just getting influenced and inspired to take, you know, the shorter cut as opposed to going the long way and figuring it out. So this is a lot about communication. It's a lot about seeing where you want to go and then putting a plan in place to get there. And then finally, they do want to talk to you about all the strength that you have within, that you are super tough, that you can do this. It's a little bit of a balancing act right now, but your major job is to go with the flow, to see what you can do to feel better in this moment. So I hope that you found that helpful, Lorna. I would love to hear your feedback, and I'm wishing all the very best to you. I know that would be a really difficult time. So I'm sending you a lot of love and light. Okay. Just having a look here at all my comments. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all the regulars as well who are always here. I'm so sorry I don't get to read for all of you every time. I'm really doing my best, but hopefully you'll find